Now, that's about the effect of immunity. Now, the important points to be spoken, I've already covered those things. Mostly, this is what the scheme is about, and I'm sure while reading the scheme, all of us have got numerous questions in mind about the applicability, or could be who can avail it. A lot of practical situations come up. So let's take questions which I have thought of, and we have addressed the same over here. Who can avail the scheme? As stated, any company who has failed to file any mandatory form, you are available to file this, take advantage of the scheme. Can officer in default avail the scheme as well? We would be asking, what is officer in default? Company by itself can't operate, right? It is going to authorize some person to give effect to certain resolution or give effect to certain work, execution of any assignment. So that person would be called an officer in default who is engaged with this, officially the authorized person to do this activity. This scheme cannot save the officer in default. It only saves the company from. Uh, so the scheme is only for the defaulting company, not for your officer in default. And how will the defaulting company be benefited if they file the pending forms during the currency of this scheme? Well, um, you make the compliances good. There is no prosecution, no penalty imposed upon you till 30th of September. And provided that such prosecution it is associated with filing related default. Again, if you contravene a section or the law, there is no immunity for you. You might be allowed to file the form, but you will not be protected under the scheme because you have violated the law. What is the time limit up to which I can make pending compliances good? The start of the scheme it's already begun 1st April 2020, and it will remain in force till 30th of September 2020. And therefore the company shall remain, so there's a time frame, 6 months time frame, you have to do all the compliances good. Is the scheme eligible for inactive companies? Yes, the scheme is very well eligible for inactive companies. And this is extended to the defaulting companies, but at the same time it also encourages you, the defaulting companies, to either you go for strike off or you declare yourself dormant. Can the benefit be availed by the director for updating KYC documents? Yes, even KYC form is also covered into this. If you have not filed until last year, you would have been requiring to file um, form KYC 3 DR3 KYC, paying 5,000 rupees penalty. But now under the scheme, there is no fees required to be paid till 30th of September. You can go ahead and file. Can the benefit be availed by directors for updating? Sorry, I've already covered this point. Next slide being, what about the companies where order is issued for belated filing return? So, well, in case where the penalties have been imposed under the Act and the company has not further appealed to higher authorities, and such period of appeal, as I stated in the last conversation, that your appeals falls between 1st of March to 31st of May, a period of additional 120 days will be required. You will be given to file the appeal. Now, does the CFS's scheme waive off all kinds of prosecution or penalty? We have already discussed in the slides that it does not give you a clean sheet for every situation. If you have any matters pending with the court, no, you can't. If you have any management dispute in a company pending before the court, no, you can't. If an order of conviction has already been issued by the court and no appeal against such has been filed as on 1st April 2020, you can't. And where an order imposing penalty has been made and the adjudicating authority and no appeal has been preferred, well, you can't in this case as well. Going to the next question. A company is prosecuted for non-filing of Form AOC for MGD7. Will it be immune from being prosecuted under the scheme? Well, if you file AOC for MGD7 before 30th of September and thereafter you file CFSS 2020 also, you will get immunity from being prosecuted pertaining to the delay, nothing else. Company was willing to apply for strike off its name due to the burden of penalties for non-filing. Is there any way that I can take benefit of the scheme? Well, yes, this is the time for you to take benefit of the scheme. You may file all the pending returns without any penalties under the CFSs, and you can continue. Either you can opt to continue your company, or you can go for strike off. But as I said, recommendation is you please go ahead and file the returns. Can deactivated director be activated through the scheme? So deactivated director, it depends for what purpose have you been deactivated. Is it a disqualification under 164? If yes, sorry, you cannot be. But if you are deactivated because of non-filing of KYC, you have a chance of being active again if you go ahead and file KYC. In the scheme, where AOC4 form can be filed without filing previous year's form, as it's a repeated question, I believe, where yes, you are allowed to file this. The chronology really doesn't matter, but as a good corporate culture, yes, you should do in the chronological manner of filing. Whether CFSS scheme is applicable for companies which have been automatically stuck off for non-filing. This is a scheme which is not being really in. If you're already stuck off, you really can't take advantage of the scheme. You have to first revive your company, go to NCLT, and then take an order, and then you can come out compliant. For filing commencement of business form to the newly incorporated companies, now additional 180 days is allowed. But which companies are allowed such benefit? What is the cutoff date for newly incorporated companies to companies incorporate, from which date does this benefit pass on? So as I stated, for all these newly incorporated companies, your INC 20 deadline has got additional 180 days, gives you 360 days to comply. That's a well sufficient timeline to go ahead and file the forms. And yes, this has been the circular. You can refer to the circular March 2020, where this is allowed. Next question being whether immunity certificate will be generated automatically once a CFSS form. Again, completely based on the ROC, jurisdictional ROC will, subject to the examination, issue the certificate. Will MCA be refunding additional fees as the clients have paid the same during the filing season? To be honest, what has been paid is paid. There's no way to claim it back. Well, I would say that's bad luck. But now if you fail, you would not be charged with any kind of fee. If the director has been disqualified in 16-17, filing is pending, can the still benefit be extended? See, if both your directors are disqualified under 164 and there's no authorized signatories left in the company, you will have to approach a jurisdictional ROC, have a back-end entry done for your director, get him on record, and then go ahead and complete the filing. Well, I'm sure these are all the general questions which come up while and as and when we look.
Get 300 plus services. Chat and email with our team directly. Get stunning discounts and rewards. Only on Vakil Search app. Download now.